that part seems to be darker in color. That part is seems to be darker. Followed by this one is another one simple. You see upper layer maybe the large particles are there. Size of particles are large. Size of particles are generally large. But in between this size of particle will be reduced. Why it is reduced? Because of maybe you see the slope of this hill. You see the slope of hill. It is almost steep to very steep or hilly. So in such a case, when rainfall is very high, and if there is higher amount of rainfall, that will be eroded. In such a case, there will be chances of getting graded bedding. Graded bedding means larger particle will settle down and smaller particle will settle up. Generally, there will be one which is coming down. But here, what will happen due to translocation of clay or accumulation of clay? Here, this part will be the particle size. You see this particle size will be smaller compared to the upper layer. So this size seems to be a little bit artificial. We don't know exactly whether we can know this by seeing the analyzing the soil in laboratory in general. So, but this is the best example. This is the rock. I think you might have seen naturally, but you don't know. This is the rock, original rock. From this is called, in Telugu we can call it as moram. You know moram. And if you see this in this, if the calcium carbonate content is generally high, generally that will give some, upon reaction with hydrochloric acid, that will give some reaction. So if that calcium carbonate content is not less, then that won't give any effervescence, that won't produce any bubble. But if you put here, that will give me that one. So if you see here, if I add this, so here that is not producing anything. It means indicate acidic rock. It indicates acidic rock. Suppose if I am producing this, not giving anything. It indicates acidic rock. But I will show you somewhere. I will show you the things where it is there. I know that's enough. So it indicates here no bubbles or no something coming. So I see this indicates this is the rock. Acidic granite rock. So that will always tell that red side is found from granite rock and black side is found from basaltic or lime. Some lime content, when the lime content is generally high, the rock is found. This is the best example. This is the best example. And I told you about telling about the profile up to roots size they are stored. First of all I told depth of origin, then texture, then structure, and after telling that consistency in dry condition, consistency in moist condition, consistency in wet condition, then effervescence. After effervescence I told about the pores and roots and boundary. I might have told this, I already taught you in class, in theoretical class, I already told. So if you see here, due to the influence of the different factors, one is parent material. That parent material is going to influenced by climatic factors, maybe biosphere and climatic factors. And climatic factors are nothing but rainfall and temperature. And biosphere activities means maybe flora or fauna. Okay, there is acting on topography. Here topography, how was the topography here? This seems to be, the topography seems to be hilly steep slope, not undulating. If you go downside, there is the undulating, but it is hilly. So in such a case, if you see this, the soil formation include all factors. So what I told that soil is a dynamic nature body having properties that derived from combined effect of climate and biotic activities. Biotic activities is acting on parent material over a period of time. Period of time means it take a lot of time. As modified by topography, acting on parent material over a period of time. So topography means the top layer of the soil will come down generally, and like that it is influence. Okay, you go somewhere and you have to see the profile, you have to see the sample, the same thing there also. Okay. But this, have you seen this? Anywhere you have seen, already you have seen, but you don't know that soil is found from rock. Now you have to imagine, now you have to really see the picture that here, this is the best example, this is the hard rock, granite, which is called as granite rock. Granite rock we are using for base material for our house construction. For building construction, what we are using is we are using for base material. And generally in everywhere, generally they are using for base material. From this, upon weathering, the unconsolidated weather material is formed, concentrated rock will form, the unconsolidated weather material will form, and here this this area seems to see horizon, this area seems to be horizon, and upper area seems to be A horizon. Okay, I've got it little bit. Koncham. I'm right or wrong? Okay. So why I'm telling this? If you see the live, you might have seen already this one. You might have seen somewhere, I think, well, village or somewhere you might have seen. But not properly you have seen this one.
Hello.
So now you have to imagine this. Okay. So due to the activity of man, this rock and this rock in between species is there. In these species, if you see that plant called banyan tree and plant called pipal, కాయ చెట్టు and మర్రి చెట్టు. Do you know that? కాయ చెట్టు మర్రి చెట్టు. What the మర్రి చెట్టు, రావి చెట్టు, if you see that two trees of banyan tree and as well as the pipal tree, generally they are always their seed size is very small. But generally the birds used to like the fruits of pipal tree and here. But when rainfall will come, this is the case what will happen. And due to soil is always within a source of nutrients. If nutrients means generally plant material, generally you can see the nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium and some of the nutrients. What are the nutrients? And once it grow, once its stem size of stem, diameter of stem will be increased. Once it is increased, that will force put pressure on this in the crevices. Once put pressure on in the crevices, slowly it will expand, and then this rock and this rock is going to separate. By putting tremendous pressure due to their roots and their trunk, generally this rock and this rock will be separated. In such a case, that leads ultimately type of weathering or soil formation, which is called as pedogenesis. Nothing but what is very very simple is that what we are saying that soil formation is nothing but simple way of pedogenesis is nothing but soil formation. Otherwise, the soil is formed due to weathering of rocks. It's called pedogenesis. Okay, so you have to go outside and see the profile. And by seeing the profile, we have to take the soil sample also. And some carbon current is there, means I have to show you how the effervescence will occur. Okay, so here no effervescence. Even though it seems to go around white in color, here no effervescence. Here no effervescence. Okay, let me go outside.